Hello friends, welcome once again. We're here with one of the most highlighted technical wrestlers in European soil, Kanji. Hello Kanji, nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Okay Kanji, we want to discuss a lot about the big year you have had so far, both in Progress and RevPro. I think you're taking the British scene by storm.
Thank you.
So are you ready for some questions?
Yes.
Okay, let's start with Progress. You're a former two-time women's champion.
Yes, I am. Yep.
And you are on your, we could say you have been on a quest to be on the main spot of the women's division once again.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, you lost the match today against Rio.
Yes.
It was a very hard-hitting fight. For me, it was a fight. I don't think it was a wrestling match at all, but it was amazing. You guys had a standing ovation after the match. I honestly recommend everyone watching this, please check that match out. So, even though that you lost, how did you feel? What are your thoughts on that match?
I knew I was walking into one of the biggest challenges I've ever experienced here at Progress. Rio has been one of the best leaders we've ever had here at Progress Wrestling, and so to go toe to toe with her was something that would have been a huge thing if I was to come out with the win. Not only would I have got a win over Rio, who someone is so dominant, not only just in this company but in the whole of British wrestling. Mm-hmm. It just so happens that she holds one of the most prestigious championships in this country. But not only would I have got the win over her, but I would have held the championship again and be a three-time champion, Progress Women's Champion. So there was a lot riding on it, but I was positive that I'd show Rio how much respect I actually have for the division and for that championship. And so I wasn't going to half-ass anything. I was going to go in and give her everything that I have. And I think by the end of the match, I think I even took Rio out of her comfort zone. I took her to limits that she didn't think she could possibly go. And I think that was the outcome of the match. So I think, in fact, no, I know I impressed Rio. And I think with the outcome of that match, with the realization of where Rio led herself, I think it leaves the door open to a possible new path for me and Rio. Championship or not, who knows? I'm open to it.
Okay, and after the match, you received so much love and respect from the fans, but that moment got ruined by a returning Nina Samos, whom you are in a rivalry, in a feud right now, and there's a match still pending to happen, which is a loser leaves Progress. You are a former champion, she's a former champion, so that match is happening in September.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
what?
I think Nina Samuels has a lot of work and she's got a legacy that she wants to continue here at Progress, and I know that. But also I know and I feel in my heart that I have so much more left to do and a legacy to continue and to prove that I am a legend in the making. I'm going to make history now and forever, not for just Progress Wrestling but for British wrestling, and I've got that riding on this match in September too. So the fact that I took my eye off Nina Samuels for one moment, thinking that she's out the way because unfortunately she was injured, and that was a massive mistake, and I should have never have had my back to anything. I should have always had my back to the wall, but in that last moment with Rio I was vulnerable and she took advantage of that, and I should have expected it. It's classic Nina Samuels, but it just makes everything more heated. I've got more rage in me, so that when I do come toe to toe with Nina Samuels, there's a lot more than just this is my career versus your career. It's so much more. It's more personal. So I think lots of people are so excited to see what actually happens when there's that much tension and that much history, and the future is riding on each other. what is actually going to happen, because we don't even know.
Last December, you had a big technical match against the professor Serena Deep at Uprising. What are your thoughts on that match?
I walked into that match with high expectations, obviously. I'm a huge fan of technical wrestling, and I'm wrestling the professor of technical wrestling. So I wanted to go into that match, prove to her that, you know, my love for British professional wrestling and technical wrestling, and just learn from her, and that's exactly what I got, and I earned her respect at the end. She was very impressed and very happy that she had the introduction to British wrestling, and I'm glad on behalf of British wrestling and everyone in England that I showed her and stood for what British wrestling really is, and I think she really appreciated that.
Then you got on a winning streak in RevPro until you got to April, high stakes, and you faced the CEO, Mercedes Monet, current undisputed British Women's Champion. She won the title from Mina at the Tokyo Dome. Mercedes is an international superstar. Unfortunately, you lost the match, but I believe that you earned her respect, similar fashion to Serena, and also got the attention from international fans, which is something really cool and important for your career. So what are your thoughts on that match?
I was so nervous. I've never been so nervous in my life. There was a lot of pressure, obviously, of the championships being on the line and wrestling someone who is, obviously, we all call her the Beyonce of wrestling because she's the biggest star in professional wrestling. So I knew that global eyes are going to be on us. Wherever she is, the world is on her. So if you're in the same picture as her, everybody's on you both. But I just really wanted to introduce her to who we are in England and give her the best welcome possible, because I think for any of us to wrestle someone like Mercedes Monet, it is only ever going to do us favours for professional wrestling, because she is fantastic. She's got so much love and passion for this sport that we can all learn from what she holds. She's got such a pure soul for this industry, and I think it's just so beautiful. So whether it was a win or loss, I feel like we win anyway. It's a win-win situation. I get to be in a ring with possibly one of the greatest wrestlers in the world right now, who is creating a legacy for us all to follow, and I think that's so special. So the fact that I lost, that's absolutely fine with me, because it just means more opportunities for these British girls. And it seems that Mercedes is eager to come back and prove to British wrestling who she really is on the independent scene.
Yes.
And I just think that's insane, that's amazing. So welcome Mercedes Monet to British wrestling. You are more than welcome to stay for however long you want, and we are here for you.
in that sense, I believe that it's not only my perception, but many fans or people that follow Mercedes Monet's career can feel like you two are kind of bonding. So there's like some nice connection you two have now. That also made you kind of volunteer to be her backup against the cultural collective, the CTC, because let's be honest, Mercedes, because of who she is and her personality, she doesn't have many friends. So yeah, she knows that. So I don't think she would take this in a bad way. But you went to the front lines to help her, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know, after everything you have experienced, what does Mercedes Monet means to you, and what can you tell us about the relationship that you have?
I think from the match we had, I think the chemistry that was so natural that came out through wrestling was so pure and special. And the feeling that I had in the ring with her was something that I've never had with anybody else before. We had this, like, our energy matched each other for the love of professional wrestling, and for the love of the creativity and the art of wrestling. And I think that's why afterwards we've connected on a more personal level of more personal yet still professional, obviously, because it's all in the eyes of wrestling. And I think our energy bounces off each other when it comes to the love of wrestling. And I've had a lot of history with CTC, and I was so happy to finally get them out of my hair, and I didn't want anything to do with them, and I stayed well away from them because they caused so much drama. But then when it comes to someone like Mercedes Monet coming in, that's something so special and so nice, and we don't want to ruin that. So the fact that they crossed that line with her when she's offering respect, I volunteered myself to defend her. She probably didn't need it. She probably never does need any defending. She knows she's comfortable being a one-man army. But there was no way in what hell ever that I was going to let them come in and take something away from us that we really deserve, because we deserve the professionalism of Mercedes Monet, and her expertise and her talent and her ability and her love and passion for this. And I was not going to let them take it away from us, the wrestlers. I weren't going to let her take it away from the fans either. So yeah, I was first one in there to make sure that came to a stop, which obviously led to her approval, and then accepted an opportunity to tackle her. So, and that was great. She's so good. I love her. I really love her.
After the ending of the tag match, we saw some kind of tension between Mercedes and Luna, because Dani won the gauntlet match at high stakes, so she still has a title match pending to happen. So what are your thoughts on that?
I think Dani Luna is one of the greatest wrestlers that we have on our scene, and the fact that she is with Impact as well, and so she's able to show her talents and her ability on a huge stage for the rest of the world to see. I think that's very telling of who Dani Luna is, and the fact that Dani Luna teamed with us on that match was a huge advantage for us. And I have so much love for Dani Luna, as does everybody else. So when it comes to the question of Dani Luna or Mercedes Monet, I don't think it should be an or, I think it needs to be an and. Dani Luna and Mercedes Monet, because I think that is a match that everybody is wanting to have. I see it all the time online. Everyone is rooting for Dani Luna to wrestle Mercedes Monet. She could be the one that dethrones Mercedes. Who knows? I think Mercedes will stand by the fact that she won't. But I think Mercedes Monet will put up a huge fight. We all know how defensive she is over those titles. And she has been taking over the world, obviously, with the amount of titles she has. So there's no way in hell is she going to come loosen that grip for anybody on those titles. But she will be stepping into the ring. I really hope she steps into the ring with Dani Luna, because I feel like we deserve that match.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine the sparks that will cause in our scene, British professional wrestling. So I'm really hoping that match happens for our sake and for Dani Luna's sake and for Mercedes' sake. I think she will absolutely love to be in the ring with Dani, because she's fantastic and she's got so much love for the sport and so much respect for the sport, and Dani Luna is all about the representation of women's wrestling as well. She is hard hitting and doesn't take any crap from anybody, so she stands for us all when it comes to wrestling. So I think to see two influential people who stand for such positive and great things in professional wrestling, I think it's just magic waiting to happen.
Okay, now after experiences all that, progress, RevPro, it's been a wild year for you. What's next for Kanji?
I'm so comfortable right now, the most comfortable I've been in who I am and what I do and what I can do. Mm-hmm. I've never been so much confident in those questions. And so right now I'm in a position where I want to show the world. I really want to show the world who I am and what I'm about, and to take British wrestling worldwide. I'm so ready for it. And I think with the support of Mercedes Monet, because she's been, I think with the support that she's showing online for not just me, but for the rest of the up-and-comers that she's wrestling, I think that it's massively possible that opportunity is on the table for me. So yeah, I'm really excited for what the future holds, definitely.
Okay, wishing you all the best. Thank you for your time. It's been a pleasure to have you here. Do you have any message for your fans watching this?
I would say please stay supporting. I'm here and I just want to put eyes on all the women that are working so hard to fight and have a name for ourselves in such a male-dominated sport, and to show that we can hang with the best of them. We've got our own talents and our own abilities that are able to take on the world. So please keep supporting and watch what's coming, because we got something special. We really do. Thank you.
Okay, that was all for today, friends. See you next time.